Hey, yo, hey. I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House in Abilene, Texas on October 19, 2014. Let's read the Just for Today. January 8th, growing up. Our spiritual condition is the basis for a successful recovery that offers unlimited growth. When our members celebrate their recovery anniversaries, they often say they've grown up in NA. Well, then we think, what does that mean? We start to wonder if we're grown-ups yet. We check our lives, and yes, all the trappings of adulthood are there. The checkbook, the children, the job, the responsibilities. On the inside, though, we often feel like children. We're still confused by life much of the time. We don't always know how to act. We sometimes wonder whether we're really grown-ups at all, or whether we're children who've somehow been put into adult bodies and given adult responsibilities. Growth is not best measured by physical age or levels of responsibility. Our best measure of growth is our spiritual condition, the basis of our recovery. If we're still depending on people, places, and things to provide our inner satisfaction, like a child depending on its parents for everything, we do indeed have some growing up to do. But if we stand secure in the foundation of our spiritual condition, considering its maintenance our most important responsibility, we can claim maturity. Upon that foundation, our opportunities for growth are limitless. Just for today, the measure of my maturity is the extent to which I take responsibility for the maintenance of my spiritual condition. Today, this will be the highest priority. You know, I started using at a young age, super immature, toxic, all kinds of things when I got here. And that's what I'm grateful for the most, right? Because all the things that I wanted, I really couldn't keep. And so I'm grateful for this program. I was able to get clean, get over the hump, clean up some wreckage, and get in this process of maturing emotionally. And that's one thing that I say a lot on here. It's one thing I talk about because it's one thing that I'm probably the most grateful for, right? I was able to mature emotionally to where I can maintain my own spiritual condition and I can maintain the relationships that I have in recovery. The relationships that I have, period, right? And so, because what good is all this if I make it look really good on the outside, but on the inside, my spiritual condition is bankrupt or just operating at an immature level, right? If I'm not, I have to be emotionally mature to be able to be grateful and humble and live a life of service. And for me, and I've still got a long ways to go, right? I started using that 12 years old. I stopped. I don't know how mature I was then, not very mature at all, but I definitely stopped maturing and went and used for decades, right? And so I'm very grateful today that I'm emotionally mature enough to see where I fall short and that I'm able to grow a little bit, right? And have conversations sometimes. Other times I can revert back to like old habits die hard, right? I can be very immature sometimes. And most of the time it's when I don't know what to do, right? Like I've realized I'm not just being immature. A lot of times I'll get in a situation where I don't know how to articulate my feelings. I don't know that there's other options. I go back to acting angry because my mind, I can't find the way through what's going on because of the lack of, I just haven't been able to progress. Like my mind hasn't found new ways through some things. And so I'm thankful for Narcotics Anonymous because I've sat down and worked through some stuff, some trauma, some anger, some forgiveness. And so my mind is like literally has found new pathways through anger and unforgiveness so I can think through them, have some clarity, and be able to have a mature conversation sometimes and be able to make some more mature choices than I have in the past. And so I'm real grateful for that. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I hope y'all have a cold day. I hope you have a good day. It's cold here in Abilene and we got snow in the forecast tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll see y'all tomorrow or not, but thank you for tuning in. Talk to you later.